Hi guys, Cliff Olson, Doctor of Audiology and founder of Applied Hearing Solutions in Phoenix, Arizona. And in this video, I'm talking about why rechargeable hearing aids are not perfect for everyone and why disposable battery hearing aids might be the better option for you. Coming up. It is no secret that rechargeable hearing aids are all the rage right now. In my clinic, rechargeable hearing aids went from being 10% of all hearing aids dispensed just a few years ago to 50% of all hearing aids dispensed today. In fact, some individuals are so dead set on getting a rechargeable hearing aid that they do not even consider any other types of hearing aids that may have features that are more appropriate for their hearing loss. Now, I'm not going to lie, rechargeable hearing aids are pretty awesome, primarily because you never have to worry about changing the batteries, and the lithium battery technology that we have today is significantly better than the technology that we had just a few years ago. But before I take you on a trip down memory lane, if you could do me a huge favor and click the like button, it really helps out my channel because it gets these videos in front of a bigger audience. And while you're at it, if you have not yet hit the subscribe button with notification bell, if you could do that right now as well, it makes sure that you never miss one of my new videos. That being said, let's go ahead and take a look at the history of battery technology. We used to use nickel metal hydride batteries. These batteries had to be replaced each year, and they never really gave you that long of battery life. So you'd get to a point in your day where you get the low battery warning and you're like, well, I guess that's it for these hearing aids, because when you put them back in the charger, it took them a long time to charge as well. Then we progressed to silver zinc rechargeable batteries, which did give you a longer battery life, and they could be used interchangeably with disposable hearing aid batteries. The problem was they were incredibly unreliable, and a lot of the individuals who were using the silver zinc rechargeable batteries just ended up throwing them away and using disposable batteries instead. But now we have finally progressed to lithium-ion rechargeable battery technology, just like they use in Tesla cars. Lithium rechargeable hearing aids are much more reliable, they give much longer battery life, and they are much quicker to charge than the rechargeable batteries that came before them. The improvements in performance and convenience are the two biggest reasons why people are making the shift away from disposable battery hearing aids into rechargeable battery hearing aids. However, despite the growing popularity of rechargeable battery hearing aids, this does not guarantee that rechargeable hearing aids are the best hearing aids for you. For instance, if you happen to travel a lot and you forget to take your charger with you, you are basically up a creek because there is no way for you to recharge your hearing aids if you don't have your charger. Or perhaps you don't have access to consistently reliable power inside of your house, which means that if you lose your power, there's no way for you to actually recharge your hearing aids. Or what happens if you're the type of person who likes to wear your hearing aids for 14 to 16 plus hours per day with a lot of streaming, either from the TV or from your smart devices? Well, if you run out of battery, you're going to have to take those hearing aids out of your ears, put them in the charger, instead of just swapping them out with another disposable battery and going about your day. No problem. I mean, just go out and get yourself a set of disposable battery hearing aids, and all of these problems will be solved with no other issues, right? Well, not so fast. You see, some of the most technologically advanced hearing aids out there only come in a rechargeable option, which means you may have to make a decision between performance of your hearing aids and using a disposable battery. That's why Oticon, today's video sponsor, developed the More MiniRITE T, which gives you all of the amazing technology and features inside of the rechargeable version of the More, but with a hearing aid that uses a size 312 disposable battery. The Oticon More was initially released as a rechargeable only hearing aid in early 2021. And this is great for everybody who wanted a rechargeable hearing aid with some of the most advanced hearing aid technology on the planet. But if you're the type of person who wants a disposable battery hearing aid with all this amazing technology, then you've basically been in a holding pattern. That is, until now, because the Oticon More is now available with this size 312 disposable battery option that also has a telecoil. Now, why should this make you so excited? Well, the Oticon More is a revolutionary hearing aid because it's the first hearing aid ever to use a deep neural network, which allows the More hearing aid the ability to perform deep learning. This allows engineers to feed speech and non-speech sounds sounds through multiple hidden layers of a deep neural network to allow that network to determine the characteristics of these sounds. This results in a hearing aid that has effectively trained itself to process sound using deep learning without having to rely on the limited parameters set by engineers. Oticon's deep neural network was trained with over 12 million sounds from real-world environments, which gives it enough data to understand the specific characteristics of each of these sounds. So how does deep learning actually result in better hearing? Well, the deep neural network allows the Polaris chip, which is the engine of the More hearing aid, to better identify speech and non-speech signals so the hearing aid can better determine which sounds to amplify. And not only do you get access to this deep neural network with the disposable 312 battery option, you also get all of the other great features of the rechargeable version of the More, to include direct Bluetooth streaming from an Android or Apple device. You can do remote care with your hearing care professional, so you can get your hearing aids adjusted without having to go into their office. And you also gain access to a CrossTransmitter. So if you're someone who has single-sided deafness, you can use a CrossTransmitter with your non-rechargeable More hearing aid. So now you have access to one of the most technologically advanced hearing aids ever created by man and machine, and you can have it in a disposable battery version or a rechargeable battery version. Making trade-offs between different features and technology is very common with hearing aids. So anytime that you have the ability to get every feature that you want without having to sacrifice anything is extremely rare. Now don't get me wrong, I absolutely love rechargeable battery hearing aids as much as anyone, but sometimes a disposable battery hearing aid is better based on what your specific wants and needs are. So the next time you're considering upgrading your hearing aid technology, just know that you can still go with the disposable battery option and still get a great hearing aid that checks all the boxes. That's it for this video. If you have any questions, leave them in the comment section below. If you liked the video, please share it. And if you want to see other videos just like this one, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Also, feel free to check out my website, drcliffaud.com.